Oh man, I'm watching this Peyton Manning and Eli Manning Monday Night Football, and he made some kind of comment about Peyton Manning's head, not his forehead. Eli did about it's no wonder a football helmet can't fit you. What they got XL because of your forehead or something like that. Oh man, it was so funny. Ooh. I don't know, it's kind of awkward. I feel like watching Peyton Manning and Eli because I think it's kind of awkward for them. Maybe this show's brand new. It's like they're kind of filling it out still, maybe, and kind of figuring out what to do, you know. But all in all, though, I mean, it's a pretty good game so far. It's kind of interesting watching Peyton and Eli, chat while you're watching the game. But yeah, I don't know. I can't believe that Carr, the stadium's so loud that like Carr had a pass, fall behind him, and pretty much a fumble. I guess not really, but it was a live ball though. Yeah, it's pretty insane. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess Las Vegas, they really haven't had this stadium until this year, So it's pretty crazy that. Well, and then with COVID, they didn't really have the noise and everything last year. So, I imagine I haven't really seen from the games I've watched. I haven't seen it be a huge issue until now for teams, but I imagine there is definitely an adjustment when you're not used to that many fans, and because if you go back like 2 years ago, I'm sure like obviously everyone had fans, but you kind of get used to it being more quiet for a year, probably, and then all of a sudden, like you're, I don't know really like much about stadiums, but I imagine that, the sound is really crazy. It's Las Vegas. It's probably packed. Everyone hasn't been, obviously to a stadium for a whole year. And, what's crazy though is I don't really see, I don't see the Ravens really as concerned about it though. Because I don't know if it's just because it's like Derek Carr's stadium and he feels like telling everyone to shut up. Or or if the Ravens, I don't know, maybe you just don't do that if it's not your stadium. Tell the fans to shut up. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. But, kind of I want to touch a little bit on the Browns and the Chiefs yesterday. That was insane. It was almost like it was almost like a repeat of what do you call it, the playoff game, where the Browns and the Chiefs met, and that's what it reminded me of for sure. And so I think that the more that you kind of look at all those little things, all the interesting things that happened yesterday. Like the Packers were terrible. The Steelers actually beat them. Nobody thought that would happen. The Cardinals actually won. We talked about that on this podcast. And I said, I'm not believing it until I see it, but they won very convincing. And I can't wait to. Hopefully, the guys will jump on. We can talk about it right now, but if they don't, like next time I see him on Saturday, or not see him, but when we do the show, like on Saturday or whatever, hopefully it'll, be one of those things that, we're all gonna be like, oh, see, Chris, you were wrong, and I mean, I don't know why I would hope it would be that way, but it's gonna be that way regardless because I was wrong. But I gotta give it to the Cardinals though. Like maybe this is their year, but it's so easy. People, I'm guilty of it too. Like it's so easy to ebb and flow based on what it feels like or what it seems like in the NFL. And even the experts don't really know, a lot of times. So it's one of those things that you want to kind of keep yourself a little bit humbled and kind of always in the back of your mind think, I don't really know what's going to happen here. Like you can guess, and I mean that's part of being a football fan. But when it comes down to it, you don't know. I mean, you have no idea who's going to win this game or that game. You know what I mean? At least at a certain point, you don't. Because, it's easy to be like, because I did it too, like, oh, Kansas City's going to beat the Browns, which they did. And, oh, no, the Cardinals can't win that game. Oh, of course the Packers are going to win, are going to beat the Steelers because, Big Ben and the Steelers didn't look that good at the end of last year in the playoffs. Like, but it totally made sense when I saw the Steelers had won that, based off of last year, Big Ben was able to have a really good season for the first 12. I think it was like the first 12 games before they got a loss last year. So, I think it's one of those things like with Peyton Manning, for instance. I'm a big Bronco fan, and like with him, he just eventually slowly declined, and I think you're going to see more and more of that with Big Ben. It kind of feels like his last year with the Steelers. And based off of, what happened last year, I think it's safe to say he's going to drop off towards the end of the year. And, if your quarterback, especially if you're a contender, a possible contender like the Steelers, if your quarterback is not able to make it all the way through, then, how are you going to, you have to move on eventually. Hey, what's going on? We got a speaker here.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm just chilling, watching this game. Just want to add real quick on what you said. You think the Steelers are contenders? Because I really don't think they are.
No, I don't think they're a contender. But what I meant was, with the right quarterback, they would be.
Oh, sure. They still have some holes besides quarterback, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and I don't know their team inside and out, so I could be wrong. What would you say their holes are?
Well, okay, they've gotten better on the offensive line as far as run blocking goes for Najee, but I'd say the O-line is still a big problem. Last year, they were the 32nd ranked run blocking unit, and they're 27th in pass blocking. So that is an issue for me. And then I'd worry about if Cam Hayward can keep playing at a high level because he's getting up there. And they also lost Bud Dupree in free agency.
Okay. Yeah, so that would make some holes from last year. But their O-line, it wasn't as bad last year, right? Because they went 12-0.
No, this was last year. Last year they were ranked 32nd in pass blocking, 27th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, the fact that they went undefeated for 12 games is just amazing.
Yeah, I think it was 11-0, and then they lost to Washington on Monday night. And that's just because if you look at time of throws, like Ben Roethlisberger was at the top of the league as far as quick passes, and that worked for 11 games, but it wasn't sustainable for the rest of the season, I guess. So it'll be interesting to see if an off season of rehab on the shoulder is enough for him to regain some arm, some throw power.
Yeah, so maybe he would even do better than last year, is what you're thinking?
I think it's possible. I think he looked pretty good in the first game against the Bills. That was a big win. So it's possible. I like Deontay. You know, I'm looking at a lot of this from a fantasy perspective too, because I'm a big fantasy football guy. So,
okay,
yeah.
Kyler, you should follow me on here because I really, for the podcast, I could use like a fantasy expert.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, so just follow my profile or whatever, and then I can send you an invite. But yeah, that's, I don't know. I guess the only point I was making about Big Ben is like, it seems like, and from what I've heard from listening to people, it definitely seems like Father Time catches up to Big Ben like at the end of the year. And so it definitely feels like, you know, unless they go pretty far in the playoffs or something, it definitely feels like it's his last year with the Steelers.
I think so too. Yeah, I think if they wouldn't have lost the way they did last year, he would have retired in the offseason. But just because they lost to the Browns in that brutal of a fashion, I think he had to come back for one more year. But I think he retires after this year too.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure there's stuff he hasn't accomplished. Like, he probably hasn't been like an MVP of the league. I don't think he has been, or, you know, but I mean, he's won 2 Super Bowls. Didn't he go to like 3?
Yeah, he went to 3, won 2.
So, I mean, whenever he wants to call it quits, I mean, he's, you know, Hall of Famer.
Oh, yeah, he's first ballot. He really doesn't have much left to prove. Like, he's not going to win an MVP anymore.
And he was such I don't know if you would compare him to, like, Cam Newton before Cam Newton, because he doesn't have the running ability, but he was, like, I always found him really fascinating because he's so big. Like, people just had a hard time with him.
Yeah, he's a really interesting case just looking at his player profile. I can't really think of a good comparison because in terms of build, he's kind of similar to Cam. You're right with that. But, like, even though early in his career he did run a decent bit, he obviously wasn't Cam running. So, and he just had, like, a huge fucking arm. Like, it was ridiculous. So he might just be his own type of quarterback.
Yeah, that's true, huh? Because you can't really. I don't know who else Who else has been like super big like Cam or Ben? There hasn't been that many.
Let me do a little searching, but I'm struggling to think of.
I mean, like Peyton Manning was big, but it wasn't the same.
No, and even then their play styles were way different. Peyton was much more of a like read the defense, figure out the zone coverage.
More like a tortoise when it comes to running.
Yes, that too. Yeah, way bigger forehead too.
Oh man, that made me laugh. Are you watching that Peyton Manning and Eli thing?
No, I'm watching the regular broadcast. I didn't. Yeah,
because Peyton Manning put on this Ravens helmet, and he looked like ridiculous. And,
Peyton a Ravens helmet is wild.
Yeah, and then he was before that. He like was trying to act like he was the Raiders coach. What's his name? You know who I'm talking about? The head coach.
Oh, John.
Yeah, and he had a Raiders hat on, and he had like the headset on. It was kind of funny.
Yeah,
But he had that Ravens helmet on, and his brother's like, or I think actually Peyton started saying this isn't, or my head's too big for this. And Eli Manning, he said something like, you need an XL. Of course it's not. What, it's not going to fit with your huge forehead or something?
That's
It
great.
was so funny. But yeah, they're kind of awkward though. You can tell it's like their first one.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I kind of figured.
So it's like I almost find myself just wanting to watch the regular broadcast.
Oh yeah, no, like it's like last year when they did the Nickelodeon broadcast for the playoff game. I didn't watch that shit. I was like, nah, I cannot let this 13-year-old commentate my game.
Wait, who did it though? Not Peyton Manning and Eli, did they?
No, it was Nate Burleson and then like these two like child actors from Nickelodeon.
Oh, okay.
I'm not letting somebody that hasn't passed algebra yet commentate my games.
Right. The only thing that seemed like a good marketing idea was for kids basically, because they did weird stuff like slime, I guess, got poured on the
Yeah.
at the end of the game. Like they had some neat ideas, but it was weird too. It seemed like I didn't watch it.
God, yeah, it was bad. Every single play, basically, because you're right, it is for kids. So, like, after every play, Nate Burleson would be like, all right, kids, this is what a first down is. And it's like, all right, I can't do all this.
But if you're a kid, you either like football or you don't. Like, I was a kid and I liked football.
Oh, no, yeah, there's kids that like football for sure. So I get what they're doing. I'd like to watch Kevin Harlan instead.
But it's not. I feel like it's not necessary what they did though, because you're either gonna like it or you're not gonna like it, or you got to commit to, Nickelodeon every week. If you're trying to bring, if you're trying to bring kids in, is what I'm saying.
I guess, yeah. I really think you really need the one. I feel like doing it every week, that's a boatload of money to give to Nickelodeon. So,
but I guess my point is, it's unless you're gonna commit to it every week, it's pointless to just do it 1 week, though.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Like, and at the end of the day, kids are either gonna like it or not like it, and they can, if they do like it, they can watch the regular broadcasts. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, yeah. It's not like they're cursing up a storm in the regular pod or the regular broadcast. So
right, yeah. If they don't understand something, like their parents
fucking Google it.
Huh?
Kids got the internet nowadays. They can just Google all the rules.
Yeah, Google it, or their dad's probably watching it right next to them.
Yeah. Oh, that's passenger furious.
And it's kind of like, what are they going to think of next?
Fucking Food Network broadcast.
The Food Network people watching football, they're all like chopping up an onion and crying the whole time.
I need Guy Fieri broadcasting my game.
Emerald.
Yeah. Gordon Ramsay commentating my games, please.
Oh, that would actually be awesome. He's so funny.
That'd be great.
Oh,
yeah.
I'd pay money to see Gordon Ramsay in football.
God, Paula Dean doing commentary just to see how many borderline racist comments she makes.
Oh man, that's funny. Sad but true. It's sad. She really would.
Oh, you know she would. It'd be the third quarter, and she'd be like, "Can you believe those players kneeling?"
Oh my god. Yeah, I think they don't let her on TV anymore because of that, right?
No, they do not. Yeah,
Sad.
that is correct.
Yeah, there's some people that just not be able to get on a camera.
Yeah, let me get Chris Brown on commentary. We got a Ray Rice, OJ Simpson commentary booth.
Speaking of, there's certain people that like maybe are fine on TV, but you wouldn't want them doing the Nickelodeon broadcast.
Oh yeah.
F-bomb after F-bomb. They're like trying to beep it out, but there's too many F-bombs.
Oh yeah, it'd be Samuel L. Jackson on commentary.
He's like, kids channel? What are you talking about, kids channel? This is
Hey, Marshawn Lynch too. Marshawn Lynch in every interview finds a way to curse in there. And then even though it's like you can't do that, they're just like, oh, Marshawn. They never care.
Yeah, Marshawn's almost like, I feel like since he retired, or even when he retired before he came back, he's like turning into like Snoop Dogg. Everybody loves him or something.
No, he's always been like that. Did you hear his interview when the Bills first drafted him?
No, was it funny?
Yes, they asked him basically. They were like, "What's your favorite part about the city of Buffalo?" And he was like, "Well, there's a shit ton of Applebee's out here, so that's cool, I guess."
At least he didn't say the Buffaloes.
He'd actually said the Applebee's was the best part of the city. They have that in every city.
Yeah. It just would have been funny if we said the Buffaloes, because it's like nowhere close to Kansas. I don't think they have any Buffaloes.
Oh, New York? No, they have zero animals at all.
I mean, the Applebee's though. I think that is funnier. That's a lot funnier.
Marshawn's great. I love Marshawn Lynch.
What was his thing with Skittles? Was that just in Seattle?
I think it started in Seattle. Yeah, I could be wrong, but he just said he started eating it on the sidelines to like give him a little sugared like energy rush.
Oh, okay.
And it worked. Shit.
I guess it's because the Raiders weren't really that good, but his stint with the Raiders kind of seemed like it didn't do much.
No, but he's from Oakland, so
Oh, okay.
yeah. So he just wanted to play for his. It's because they were about to move to Vegas, and he's like, I need to play for my hometown team before they move.
Oh, so did he leave because they were going to Vegas?
Yeah, like he only came out of retirement in the first place because he knew they were going to Vegas. He didn't even really want to play. He was just like, I kind of have to because he felt like in debt to his city, I guess. So he did, and then once they moved to Vegas, he retired again.
Okay, so Hall of Famer.
Marshawn, not first ballot, but he'll get in purely based off the moments. I genuinely think if he didn't have the beast mode run, we wouldn't be talking about him as a Hall of Famer.
Oh, okay.
But because he has that like legend, it's one of the greatest runs of all time. So like the way they describe the Hall of Fame a lot of times is like, can you tell the story of football without this guy? And like without that run, you could definitely talk about football fucking Marshawn Lynch. But now it's like the beast quake. You kind of have to talk about Marshawn Lynch.
So you don't think like that Super Bowl run, and then I mean they went the next year too. You don't think that in itself would be enough with his career?
No, because I think that season with the Super Bowl is more synonymous with the Legion of Boom than Marshawn.
Okay. Okay, so he was just kind of like helping, but he wasn't like the main heart of the team, basically.
Yeah, he was great. Don't get me wrong. He was still putting up like 1,400-yard seasons. But like when you think of even just that game, you don't think of Marshawn. You think of the defense shutting down Peyton Manning. You said you're a Broncos fan, so I'm sure that's what comes to mind for you.
Yeah, dude, that's a tough one to talk about.
Yeah. Y'all let Malcolm Smith be Super Bowl MVP. That's crazy.
I still remember Garcia like throwing it behind Peyton Manning. And, like I think it was like the first play of the game.
Oh yeah.
Center Garcia throwing it.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah.
I think wasn't it a safety or it was really close to the line.
I think it was a safety to start the game. You probably hate that Seattle team, huh?
Oh man, I should have known. I think in my heart of hearts, I knew that was like this isn't going to go well after that. But
oh yeah, sure.
But of course, based on a year, I was like, oh no, we got this. No, we're going to come back.
See, I had a moment like that too because I'm a Patriots fan. So we faced Seattle the year after, and when Jermaine Kearse made that catch, I was like, oh, here we go again with another bullshit catch. Like I thought in that moment we had lost the game.
Yeah.
And we fucking Malcolm Butler, my hero, my idol, my dad, saved it.
Yeah, dude. Butler was cool. I didn't like at all that he got. I can't remember what Super Bowl it was, but he wasn't allowed to play or something.
That was against Philly where we benched him, and it cost us.
I was thinking of all the nerve, really? Like, that guy has been, like, a huge player for you, and you're going to just be an asshole?
Yeah, it's because he, I think, was late to a practice, or he just didn't show up for a practice at all. And one thing about Bill Belichick is he's going to be Patriot way through and through, even to the detriment of the team, just to keep the consistency. Like he doesn't waver with anybody. Even with Tom, he would still like chew his ass out in film studies. So I guess even in the Super Bowl, he was like, if you're late to practice, you're late to practice.
Yeah. That's been like with all the Aaron Rodgers stuff, that's been like the new defense I've heard is like, well, Rodgers says he was disrespected by Green Bay, but Brady didn't even get a say on the Patriots, or whatever. And so now, like, I totally agreed before that all those guys should be respected and have a say and all this. And then it's kind of like, well, I don't know, though. I'm not sure because Brady really didn't get a say for all those years.
I think Brady did get a say. I mean, because why would he take salary cap or salary cuts if he didn't get a say at all? I feel like because he was underpaid for pretty much his entire career with us. So we would take those salary cuts and then be like, hey, I think we should go get that Randy Moss guy. And we go get him.
Yeah, dude. Brady's a different breed, man. I like, especially like, since he's, if this is a sore subject, I'm sorry, but now that he's on like the Bucks, like I like him. I actually had an issue before because he was always like beating us and all that. But now I'm like Team Brady.
Yeah, I get that. I guess in everyone else's eyes, besides the Patriots fan, is a lot more likable now that he's not on the Cheatriots, if you will. But
yeah, I was all over that Deflategate thing. Brady's a cheater and all that stuff.
Oh yeah,
all that stuff before. Not necessarily on the podcast because I didn't have a podcast back then, but more like my feelings on it though.
Oh no, yeah, like I get it. I like to consider myself a fairly objective Patriots fan. So like, as far as the cheating shit goes, like Deflategate was bullshit. That didn't happen. Spygate, we did that. We definitely cheated. And like the Tuck rule, I don't know why people are mad at us for the Tuck rule. That's the refs' fault, not ours. But
you guys are so good though. You shouldn't even like. There's never a point that like your coach should feel like they got to cheat or whoever.
Bill Belichick is not the first coach to cheat. He's just the one that got caught.
Oh, okay.
I can guarantee you that.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, but even that, like, he's so smart. How'd you guys get caught?
Oh well, I mean, because with Spygate, you have to remember it's not Bill Belichick up in the fucking stands like spying on everyone. It's like other people, like smaller people within the organization. So one of them must have let it slip out.
Oh, okay.
Which, it happens.
What are you thinking about Mac Jones?
Oh, Mac Jones, aka Michael McCorkle Jones, aka Mac and Cheese, as I like to call him. He looked great. He looked great. I honestly wasn't very high on the Mac Jones pick when we made it because A, I wanted Justin Fields, and B, I don't think Mac Jones' upside is that high. I still don't think it's crazy high, but he looked great. I don't know if you watched the whole game, but there was a throw he had, a wheel route to James White along the sidelines that he just put on the money. Just the touch that he had on the ball, it was crazy. He looked great. And like we lost to Miami, but it wasn't at all his fault.
But let me ask you this: is his upside? Could it be on par with Brady? Because that's all you need.
No, his upside is Matt Ryan.
Oh well, yeah. I guess that's not good. But Matt Ryan's been looked at like, in the past, like he was really going to break out.
Yeah, it's obviously not current day Matt Ryan. I think his peak is like close to MVP Matt Ryan, and I think his floor, because he's pretty pro ready. I think he's a high floor. I would say it's Bengals Andy Dalton is his floor, and he'll probably end up being somewhere in the middle.
I mean, you could always have worse, though, I guess.
Oh yeah, you could have worse.
If his worst is like peak Andy, for the Bengals, then I guess it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. I just, Justin Fields was right there. God, I wanted Justin Fields.
Oh yeah, that's true. There was so many like good quarterbacks in the draft that there's probably a lot of teams that are a little bit jealous.
What's going on, Chris?
Oh, for sure.
Hey Chris, what's up?
Just got done celebrating my dad's birthday, so sorry I'm a little late. What up, Kyler?
What's up, man?
Oh, nice. You guys know each other?
Yeah, we've been on other rooms together.
Oh, okay. I invited Kyler to join us because he's cool and he's a fantasy football expert, I guess.
Oh, legit!
Expert is a strong
did
word.
Pretty good yesterday.
More than I am.
So Kyler, I traded Patrick Mahomes for Trevor Lawrence. Bad idea. He threw 3 freaking picks yesterday.
Yeah, what? Chris. What made what were your thought process in trading Mahomes for Trevor Lawrence?
We told him not to, by the way. I mean, I'd say I know nothing about fantasy, but I do know a little bit.
Mahomes. You don't trade Mahomes for any quarterback, let alone Trevor Lawrence.
I know I'm not close to an expert, but I know a decent amount of fantasy. I'll say that.
Hey, you know enough to not trade Mahomes for Trevor Lawrence.
Definitely.
That was the
who was the other guy?
He consulted with other people, and you still traded him for Trevor Lawrence?
Dude, the other person was licking their chops because they knew you were gonna fuck up.
Oh my god, I can't.
Wait, Chris, is this the league I know about? Who did you trade with?
Huh?
Who did you trade with, Chris?
Some guy I traded with. I know. It wasn't Jake.
Because you really traded Patrick Mahomes for Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, Zach Wilson didn't fare well either. He was my backup. So
you had Zach Wilson as your backup, and you traded Mahomes for Trevor Lawrence?
What's up, fellas?
What's up, Brian?
What's up, Brian?
What's up, Brian?
Brian, you watching this game?
Yeah, Derek Carr is pretty bad.
I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
no
Mariota's
joke. I'm glad I
gonna
don't have him on my fantasy team this year.
He's just gonna blame it
Okay,
on
can
the
we,
crowd.
Skylar, can we drop the fact that I traded Mahomes for Lawrence, please?
You just brought it up again. I
No.
don't think Brian knew about that.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear it.
No.
Actually,
Okay.
Yeah, let's all pretend that never
man.
happened.
I'm telling you, though,
What
I called it before the
happened
season
to
that at some point this
Atlanta
year, Derek Carr would get
yesterday?
benched for Mariota.
you
Their
didn't
ass,
call
that's
that.
what
I didn't hear that take.
Oh,
I did. You can, I think
I was calling it. I was calling it, but I had Atlanta beating Philadelphia.
Oh no, I picked Philly to win that game, but Atlanta's ass.
I'm a Cowboys fan. You think about how I'm feeling after we lost that stupid Tampa Bay.
It's the Buccaneers. Like, you weren't supposed to win that game. You should be happy it was that close.
It's an all-star caliber team. Golly.
If you guys lose to like the Bengals or something, then you can feel bad.
Yeah, Chris, how do you think I felt though? We lost to the Dolphins because of a fumble, a 1 yard line.
I'm not feeling sorry for you guys. I'm not feeling sorry for the Patriots fans right now.
The Dolphins are the better team anyway.
Dolphins are a better team.
It sounded
They're definitely the better team.
Oh, okay. Yo, Chris. Sorry.
What?
So I get a call. So yesterday, I'm talking to my girlfriend. And for those of you who don't know, yeah, I do have a girlfriend. It's for life.
Okay.
So her family, yeah. Well, no. Well, her parents told her to invite me to Thanksgiving this year. So guess where I'll be? Shreveport.
Congrats, dude. Really cool, man. Really cool. Do you know what dish you're gonna bring?
Bring the Jello.
I'm flying there, but I know her family's Pentecostal, so I have to wear something nice. Yeah.
But you're flying there. Where's she at?
It's just, she lives.
Did you meet her online, dude?
But we're doing it at her aunt's house. Yeah, I met her over an app, but we've been really close then. So, y'all know the app, Spoon, that streaming audio live device or app that allows. Yeah, that's where I met her.
Spoon.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice, man.
What do you?
Really cool. I gotta check that out. Actually,
don't you do that with your wife every night? No offense.
Who?
I really should have never said that. I really shouldn't have said that. I was trying to make a joke. And
who's got a wife here, Chris?
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah, I don't know who has a wife.
Yeah, I have a wife.
Hey, congrats on the sex, dude.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Congrats on the sex.
But no. But y'all be proud because me and my girlfriend have already agreed not to have any sex until marriage. So we're keeping it real.
Oh, nice. That's not just a Thanksgiving thing. That's like a till marriage thing.
Yeah, that's until marriage. Well, I'm gonna be staying with one of her family members. Now, here's the thing. I literally asked her how many family members are gonna be there. You guys will think I'm joking when I say this. She has 21 first cousins. 21 first.
Is she
Hispanic?
Oh, it's a Louisiana thing.
Oh man, it could be rough doing the in-law thing. Like, we got lots of family.
Well, the thing is it's going to be vice versa. Like, she's going to come up here and see my family. And my family is big, but it's not that big.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Proud of you, dude.
I mean, and her dad wants to call me sometime this week. Ooh. Oh, man, I'm so nervous, y'all. Y'all better send a prayer to them.
Hey, Chris, word to the wise. Don't tell them you're a Cowboys fan.
Well, my future father-in-law is a Seahawks fan, so I'm not happy. I'm not a happy camper about that. Although my
At least-
girlfriend did agree to become a Cowboys fan because of
It could be worse, Chris. You could be a Giants fan.
don't even bring them up. I screw the Giants.
Fuck the Giants.
Screw the Giants. Screw the Jets. Screw everyone in the NFL. Sorry, but the Cowboys need to.
Speaking of the Giants, Teddy Bridgewater had a pretty good game.
I heard.
He looks solid. Yeah, Daniel Jones is still shit.
Well, what y'all think about the Cleveland
Saquon wasn't.
Kansas City game? Because I watched that one, I mean, I was right, but Kansas
Cleveland
City
should have
kept
had
it. Cleveland.
I mean, I was getting vibes of like the playoff game again.
No, you weren't the only one. Although I wasn't. Although Pittsburgh beat Buffalo.
No, Pittsburgh beat Green Bay.
No, Pittsburgh beat Buffalo. New Orleans beat Green Bay.
Yo, did y'all see the game Jameis Winston had?
Yeah.
Dude, what is wrong with Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers had to be honest. That's the worst loss of Aaron Rodgers' career.
Oh no, Joe!
He had, like,
literally
two-
a lot of his passes were. Yeah, and what happened? Matt LaFleur literally sat him out the last 10 minutes of the fourth quarter and played Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Man, the
stupid.
Cardinals
It
did pretty
was.
good though.
Dude, Chandler
I don't even
Jones.
want to talk about the Cardinals because
oh
I Tannehill like everywhere in face.
Dude, I still think that was the stupidest head coach signing like in NFL history. But I guess if they keep winning, and I guess
Who?
like the
Julio
Cardinals thing
Jones
worked
to the
out.
Titans? You know who the Cowboys could have signed was Julio, but he would have done some incredible things. But
Why would the Cowboys need who?
How many wide receivers do the Cowboys need?
That's what I'm saying. Get a defense.
They lost Michael Gallup for like 6 to 8 weeks, unfortunately. So,
Yeah, we'll be fine. You do not need Julio Jones.
oh, yo, no, okay. So I tell my parents, like, hey, I'm going out of town for Thanksgiving. And I just found out my future in-laws are not football fans. Well, except my father-in-law, my future father-in-law. And I have to dress up nice for Thanksgiving. Like, they don't believe in shorts. They believe in wearing something nice for Thanksgiving. Which I get. But me and my
You should wear football pants.
They don't believe in.
They're Pentecostal people.
Show
It's our Bible
pads and a helmet and shit.
Yeah. I don't know.
You
And
wear
I
like a
Pandora.
dress
church
shirt,
that Sunday.
wear like a dress shirt with like a Cowboys logo on it.
Oh yeah, you gotta represent. Chris.
No, I'm wearing my Golden State Warriors hat, so don't worry, I'm coming prepared.
Damn, so they're going to for sure get a prenup.
Oh, they're gonna get a legit from what I'm about. Yo, but I heard my
If they ever
I
give
heard
you,
that say what?
if they ever give you like a Eagle sweater or something for Christmas, you know, there's just some like family issues.
I might actually wear it because it's a gift, but I'll have a hard time putting it on. I will not wear it out in public,
No, you
but I'll be like when I wear it and the Cowboys playing the Eagles, I'll be rooting for the Cowboys. And then and so when the Cowboys beat the Eagles, I'll just throw away the sweater and be like, screw the Eagles. I don't like this anyway.
Hey, Chris, you don't have to put your mic back in your pocket after every time you talk.
Who, me?
Yeah, dude, that's kind of messing up my podcast.
Yeah, it's really loud. Whatever you're doing with your mic right after you finish talking, it hurts my ears.
I'm not doing anything.
Oh, see, whatever you're not doing right there, just keep not doing that.
Chris,
Plus, you're a
can you
Warriors
let
and
me know?
Cowboys fan. You're definitely doing something.
You're doing great so far, man. You're killing it, actually, right now.
Oh my gosh! I think
Oh, son of a bitch!
Dang it!
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
Oh,
whatever that is, it's like static, Chris. That's what we're
If
trying
you want to
to
stop sifting through your Lego collection, that'd be great.
y'all, if y'all want to send me a Christmas gift this year, go for it. But it better not be Eagle stuff, because I will personally get on here and be like, okay, who did it?
Damn, that's a good point. I'm rethinking my Christmas gift decision now.
Right? I'm just going to say that. We may be friends and all, but Lord have mercy.
I wouldn't ever try you, Chris. I wouldn't try you, bro. Don't.
Yeah. Well, tell that to... No. No. There was a guy I jumped on one of these rooms, and he said that he could... Were you there for that, Brian? And he said, oh, I could beat you. Oh, it's fake, it's fake, it's that. I'm like... Oh, I forgot who it was.
No, I'd missed that. Or else I would have stood up for you, man.
Oh, yeah.
Chris, if you could stop doing ollies with your tech deck on top of your phone.
Tech deck. Oh, yeah.
Tyler, I love you and all, man, as my own brother.
Yeah.
And I'd give you the shirt off my back. But I don't know what
Damn, that's a good point.
fan of a team you are. But let me just tell you something. Let me ask you who your team is first before I say this. Who's your team?
I was gonna say I don't think he wants your cowboy shirt.
Yeah, Patriots. I'm a Patriots fan.
No. Hang on, Chris. Hey, Kyler, who's your football team?
Patriots.
Oh, yeah. Well, let me just remind you of something. You're Patriots.
Yeah, go
And
ahead.
I'm going to trash talk, and then, Chris, you can trash talk the Cowboys. I probably will not care.
Remember, you guys both.
You're Patriots. What'd you say, Chris?
No, I was just saying. Remember, you guys both lost. So before you start trash talking,
yeah, we did both lose. Also, I have a
Let me tell you something. Hey.
Yeah.
Kyler, and me and Chris were talking about this one time.
Yeah.
The only reason why the Patriots were such a legitimate team was not because of Belichick, not because of anything that Robert Kraft ever did, but y'all had Tom Brady. All of a sudden, when he left.
Hey, Tommy. Hey, Chris. Hey, Christmas. Hey, Brian. I'm here to talk to Dean. Dean, talk to me. Check your Twitter.
Oh,
just say yes or no. Dean,
if
it's a no, just tell me.
Hey,
Now,
Mr. Chris Roby, you can gulag 2 people here now.
No, I'm just saying, Kyler, that I wish your team the best this year, man. I really do. I hope Matt comes.
I definitely don't.
Brian, I'm trying to be supportive
I know you.
of poor Kyler over here. His team lost. He needs the comfort. I'm a fumbled fat man. That's not cool.
Your team also lost.
Kyler already got his Make-A-Wish this year, Chris.
When I jumped on with Brian,
He already
was
received
like,
his Make-A-Wish. Let's not give him too much.
Hey, Kyler, can I just encourage you with this?
Dean,
y'all are
check
making
the
the
Twitter,
playoffs
please.
this year.
I'm texting you right now.
Hey, I know, and I also made a bet with Brian that we're going to win at least 2 more games in the Cowboys.
That's not going to happen.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You want to bet?
Who do you want to bet with?
You, Kyler.
I already bet 100 with Brian. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bet whatever you want, man.
I'll bet you $10.
What is the bet that you want to propose?
Patriots make.
Why would I bet against my own team?
If the Patriots make the playoffs, I will let you go after me for a week about how good the Patriots are. If the Cowboys make the play, if they
I'm going to do that anyway.
I get to literally remind you how terrible you guys are without Tom Brady. Agreed?
Ooh.
No?
Okay, if the Patriots make the playoffs, I get to
Yep,
talk
you get
shit,
to talk crap
the
to
same
me
shit
the
that I was going to
entire
talk
playoff.
regardless.
The
But
entire playoff.
if the Cowboys,
If the
I was going to do
Cowboys
that
make the
anyway.
playoffs, then legit, I get to tell you how bad your Patriots are without Tom Brady.
You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, sure. I'll make that bet.
Am I right, Chris? Or am I right?
Sure.
Well,
What are we
I was
talking?
thinking, Kyler, your defense could always be what happened to your running back.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, your running back is fast.
Chris, why do you have to bring up Ezekiel Elliott, man?
Sorry, bro.
Oh,
Jesus fucking Christ.
You know, I'm just trying to keep the argument simple between you guys. That's all.
Well, here's the thing.
We
I'm
also
going to
have
tell you right off the bat. Here's the thing. Get rid of Ezekiel Elliott and make Tony Pollard the main running back. That will solve a lot of problems.
Nobody wants
No, Chris. Come on,
Yes, it
guy.
will. Ezekiel, look, this is
No.
Elliott's make or break year.
Nobody wants Zeke's contract.
Make or break what?
Nobody wants to deal with a crybaby, though. An overhyped
Why is he a crybaby?
son of a.
I don't know if he's a crybaby, but nobody would trade for him
He
in his
fumbled the.
contract.
Nobody wants to deal with somebody that can't hang on to the ball. And plus, Dallas's line is terrible. No wonder why we couldn't beat the Buccaneers. If we had a good line, we could have beaten the Buccaneers. Mark my words. The Cowboys and Buccaneers are meeting in the playoffs, and the Cowboys are going to get the revenge. Mark my words.
Ooh. That's a hot take, Chris.
Yeah, somebody
That is
remember that. I'll bring that up later on.
Oh, also, mark my words. The Warriors are finishing as first place in the Western Conference. They will make the Western Conference Finals. They will win. They will go back to the finals with Klay Thompson, and Curry will be named the MVP this year. The reason I say that is
I would bet the Patriots are more likely to win the Western Conference than the Warriors.
that's football versus basketball, dude. Get your facts straight.
Ooh.
Even my girlfriend knows better than that, Kyler.
Man, I thought this was the
Not
football
really sure
room.
what we got.
Oh, it
Yeah,
is.
it is. Yeah, it is.
I'm legit
It
saying.
is.
Oh,
Saints.
my
Saints
word.
hey, y'all looking good with James Winston out there and everything. Defense looked good. Marshawn Lattimore locked down Devontae Adams and everything. But No.
Oh, you're a Saints
I'm a
fan?
diehard Raiders fan. It's halftime right now, so I thought I'd dip in here. We'll get it.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of the Raiders, though, I do like our defensive line, though. It is getting pressure. Everybody ain't going to be
Jesus Christ.
running around. Who's that? Who's that coming in here with all that static?
Hey, Chris.
Chris, mute your mic. Chris Fuller, mute your mic.
Well, hey,
Anyway,
guys,
no, yeah,
I
I
am
like
going
those.
to jump off. So,
All right,
hey,
man.
Bye.
Chris, I'll talk to you Saturday morning. Hey, y'all have fun.
Okay, sorry, man. I don't know if you're saying
All right, man.
not
All right.
All right, peace, guys.
But no, yeah, the Raiders pass rush, I like it a lot.
All
I'm
right,
pretty
thanks,
low
Chris.
on the Ravens O line.
Oh, it's good meeting you too,
Have a good night,
man.
man.
Yeah.
Maybe there's that static.
No, but shout out to the Raiders actually getting some defensive pressure for
Yeah,
once.
finally. I mean, we spent all that money and all that time and effort, and it's not even Cleveland Farrell, who we drafted number 4 overall. But that's a whole nother story right there. I'm just happy it's coming along good, though. Finally, KJ Wright makes a big play on that 4th and 1, helps us out. I'm kind of surprised at our offense, though. It's looking kind of shaky out there.
I mean, I'm not surprised. Derek Carr just doesn't look that good. Okay, you're another Raiders fan. I've talked to a few about this. Would you agree that at some point in the season you're going to bench Derek Carr for Mariota?
No, I like Derek Carr. There's nothing wrong with Derek Carr. It's most of the time it's the defense.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Derek Carr. I'm just saying I think Gruden's going to get sick of him at some point.
I don't think so. If it happens, it'll be later in the season after, we out of playoff contention and he sees what he got from Mariota. But I really do believe he likes Derek Carr. He likes what he brings. The last couple of years, though, we just haven't had any defense. And, of course, if you're Derek Carr, you're going to press every time when you know you got to score every single play because your defense is not going to stop nobody. So, the Raiders are going to put in that work and, hopefully get the running game together. People killed the Raiders for drafting Leatherwood. But one thing about the Raiders, we can draft flying and we can Colt Miller. People killed this one Colt Miller. And he turned out to be good. So,
yeah.
I'm happy about what I'm seeing so far. Hopefully we continue in the second half and get things going and get the W's. Just defense. I just really focus on the defense.
I think y'all are trying to set up a big play to Henry Ruggs at some point in this game. I think y'all are waiting. Y'all are stashing that play. But I'd expect him to take a shot on Ruggs at some point.
He's got to take a shot at Ruggs. He's got to use Brian Edwards a little bit more. He just can't keep targeting Waller all day. Waller's open, but he's got to also use Foster Monroe. The Raiders have to use double tight end, and they have to utilize Foster Monroe in that offense too. So, I don't know. It's all up in the air with the Raiders though. But we had a good week of week one football though. I was proud of. Who's your team? Patriots fan. Oh man, tough loss, man.
I'm a Patriots fan.
Damian Harris looked like he's gonna be the man. But with that fumble. He's still on it.
Oh yeah, they came out and said that he's going to get a reduced workload. It's going to be a full-on committee, I think, from here on out. So I think it'll be Damian. JJ Taylor was inactive on game day. I think Ramondre Stevenson might be inactive in the next game because he also fumbled.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot more James White out there, not just on third down.
No, I think it'll be Damian Harris and J.J. Taylor competing for carries. James White on third down. Brandon Bolden mixing in every once in a while. He has to be active on the end.
One thing I didn't like, though, when Damian Harris fumbled, I seen CBS show the clip, Matt Jones over there cheering the team on like, hey, we're going to get things going.
Mac Jones has already shown great leadership.
Oh, yeah, it's great leadership. That's your quarterback of the future right there. Bar none. That division,
I hope so.
Your division is going to tough. Buffalo better get on the grind. That offense needs to start clicking. Because that loss to Pittsburgh shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Miami's going to continue to bring tough defense. Patriots don't bring tough defense like always, so I don't know, man. So it's gonna be a wild one in the East.
Hey, we got a pass rush now too. We got pass rush.
It helped out that you got Dante Hightower back.
Yes, Hightower, Judon, Josh Uche is really emerging as a breakout player.
So I'm really good with you guys. So I like the Patriots. I picked them to get to the playoffs. Not winning the division though. I did pick Buffalo.
It's tough. The AFC is really tough, but we're contenders for sure to make the wild card.
Some teams don't get in, and why not you? Setting that work, man.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta get you on my podcast, man. I got a podcast, man. Go to gold. Gold, the number 2 gold. Man. I gotta get you on there since you're a Patriots fan. I don't know too many Patriots fans.
Hey, sure.
I don't know if you'll hate me or not. I'm a Broncos fan.
Who?
Oh yeah, y'all got beef. Chris is a Broncos fan.
Let me tell you what. So I just recorded my podcast because I always do it on Monday. And I said this. I said, Washington, they need to call the Broncos and see, would you take a 4th-round pick for Drew Luck? Now, I know Teddy's got that job wrapped up. Teddy's got that job wrapped up. Would you trade Drew Luck for a 4th-round pick for Washington?
I wouldn't, no. Because
No.
I think,
Why?
well, because from what I've heard, and maybe they just say that because they want to make Drew Lock, feel like he's got a future. But from what I've heard, they still feel like he's going to be the future.
Is Drew Lock even an upgrade over Taylor Heineke?
I mean, I think it's definitely debatable. Like Taylor Heineke knows that offense a lot better. I think he maybe would be better than Drew Lock.
That's what I'm saying. I think Taylor. I think it's a conversation on who's even better right now between Lock and Heineke.
All right, you have surround sound. We get it. Nice sound bar. Nice sound bar. We get it.
I just hope they don't catch the copyright on that on the podcast.
When it comes to 5G, T-Mobile.
Oh, it's a projector with 150 decibels. Yeah, it's super cool, bro.
Our crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich can make you feel a lot of things. The spicy one can make you feel.
Ryan, did you I think I heard the other day.
McDonald's spicy crispy chicken sandwich. Are you ready for some flippy voiceover? Football's back. Let's act like.
I'm not sure what happened, but everybody just dipped out.
I should be out there. Getting everyone ready for some football. Are you ready to hang out with good food in the parking lot? Are you ready for all the Bosas, all the Watts, and all the Mannings? Are you ready for 18 weeks of NFL action? Ready.
I was born ready.
Yeah, baby. Are you ready for all the comebacks, all the drama?
Yo. Yeah, I'm still here though.
Are you ready for all the lambs to come?
Oh, yeah, everybody dipped out, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, but I'll tell you what though. Hey, I'll tell you what, Chris though. Hey, you got Instagram? Yeah, follow me on at goal, the number 2 goal. And man, I'd love to get you on my podcast. Talk about the Patriots and everything.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. If you're doing a podcast, I'm doing a podcast. We should collaborate.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, I drop on Mondays. Usually I don't talk about the Monday Night Football game. I try to get it out before everybody else start, ESPN and stuff start really talking about it. So I usually drop on Wednesday. But I do it on Monday, drop it on Wednesday morning. When do you usually drop your podcast?
Well, I do like a Saturday morning podcast, and I get on here and talk to people on the green room. And then I do a podcast. I started doing it Monday nights.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm so busy, I only really do 2 to 3 episodes a week.
Well, shit, I only do 1 episode a week. I cover everything on Sunday. Really don't talk on Monday. I interview some fans, from, different fans from different teams. I choose 1 fan a week, try to get them in for an interview. I just do once a week. Shit, I'll be busy too. My wife is like, hey, Monday is the only day you can get it in.
Yeah, I'm married too. My wife, you know how it is. You're busy working and family.
Got kids.
Well, I don't have any kids yet, but I don't.
Once you get them
I don't
kids,
have any kids.
Once you get them kids, you're gonna be shut down.
But I definitely, with the job and life, I stay in the house.
Oh yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, hit me up on Instagram, and then I'll follow you, and we definitely we can talk. We do a collabo. Maybe we do a double team on a green room or something.
Yeah, if you follow me on the green room, I can invite you too.
Let me see.
When I'm doing it.
This is my first time jumping on the green room, so how would I follow you? Let me see.
So you would, I think you would click on like my picture. I think you like click
Oh
on my picture.
yeah. I see. I hit follow, so we're good.
Yeah, and then I'll look you up on. I can follow you too. And then if
Oh
you're
yeah.
doing, oh yeah, so you go to view profile and then you hit follow.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll look you up on Instagram too. What did you say to look up?
Goal, the number 2 goal podcast.
Is it like you spell out number 2 and then goal
No,
podcast?
2. Just
Just what? Sorry, you were breaking up.
yeah, just the number 2.
Okay, so goal number 2 podcast.
No, goal 2 goal podcast.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Goal to goal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you can find my podcast on like Spotify or I think almost everywhere you get podcasts.
Oh yeah. What's your podcast called?
It's sports, video games, and more.
Okay, sports, video games, and more.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's pretty new, but Green Room has helped a lot because like that guy Chris that was on earlier,
Mm-hmm.
him, and there's another guy Caleb, like, and then there was another guy too the week before, but it seems like every week now I got people that are some of them are consistent,
Okay, cool. Yeah. I just followed you. on Spotify, so we're good to go.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Cool, man. Thanks.
Yeah, man. Just hit me up, man. Just hit me up, and we'll game though.
Yeah, we can talk some football and
Oh yeah.
yeah, that'd be good. Thanks, man. You have a good evening.
You too. All right.
Thanks. Bye.